Hello everyone, Rissy Toothpick here, back again with some more Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, the first cases, and today we'll be talking to Head Butler Sterling here to learn more about the staff issues they've been having at the manor.
What can I do for you?
May I be so bold as to ask about the staff at this house?
What have they done? If I have to...
No, monsieur. There is not a complaint to be made. It is more the recent layoffs and extra work pressure you all seem to be under I am inquiring about.
We've had to let some of them go. Let's just say their standards didn't live up to what was expected.
Not exactly what the termination papers stated.
Merci. You have been most helpful.
So they don't want to talk about the area that is off limits, apparently. Okay, so it will be Sterling claims unsatisfactory work. That's his first name, and maybe it's either gonna be staff termination or forbidden areas in the house.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
The paperwork conflicts with Archibald's account. Only one can be telling the true story. Yep, he's hiding something. He might know what the secret is. Remember, in a lot of the old detective movies and books and whatnot, it was the head butler that did it. And that is him. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to inspect the library and talk to Cassandra. Where is the library at, I wonder? Alright, well, we'll talk to Cassandra and then we'll look for the library wherever it might be.
Let's make this quick, Detective.
I was hoping to explore the house.
The public rooms are not adequate space for you to celebrate my daughter's engagement.
Madame, I asked only the limits, as I understand a member of the staff was let go for a similar reason.
It would benefit you not to listen to whispers and rumors, officer. They did not produce a satisfactory standard of work. There is nothing more to say.
It is detective, madame. And it is just that the termination papers detail the matter and proceed to...
Need I remind you again whose house you reside in?
Merci. An enchanting conversation, as always.
Alrighty. So she's a little angry. Okay, Cassandra dismisses a forbidden area. Let's connect that one. Let's do a staff know family's hiding something.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
There is no doubt that there must be a family secret. Can forbidden house areas hold the answer? There is something that does not feel right about the staff dismissals. The contradicting stories of why only make me question its virility further. Forbidden area may hold secrets, so let's find that forbidden area. Alright, so we don't need to talk to anybody in here. We just gotta find the library. So we know this door is closed. This is where the engagement's gonna be. The library might be on this ground floor. Because I think the bedrooms are on the floor up above. Nope, staff quarters and the pantry. So I guess it does have to be upstairs. Okay, these are bedrooms if I remember correctly. It might be this room right here. Oh, it is. Interesting. We get to go to a new area.
I told you, you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm not a reporter. But you're going to want to hear this. You could interview me now.
And why would I want to spend my evening doing that?
The world needs to know. You want to sell papers, I want the truth to be known. Win-win.
I came here to enjoy myself, not to hear a second-string version of...
I was there. I saw the whole thing, including who was ruining the show.
All right, I'll bite. Let's talk later.
Alright, so we just walked in and we've already got new information. Talk to Hugo and talk to Jackie. Let me get rid of all these. Ernesto. We'll talk to Ernesto as well.
Bonjour. Are you a guest of Mademoiselle Angeline or Monsieur Demir?
Do I know you?
Where are my manners? I am Hercule Poirot.
The lawman.
Man, everyone knows who he is.
Oui, monsieur. Detective Poirot. And you are?
Ernesto da Silva.
A pleasure, monsieur.
What is it you do? So this is the guy I think that's like living next door to us.
I'm a man of business.
I see. Is there a particular area of business that is your focus?
Overseas investments, international relations. I also own a number of factories in the city.
A man of few words, this may become more like drawing blood from a stone than a back and forth conversation.
Très bien. Monsieur has many talents.
Am I right in thinking the late Viscount was involved in such business affairs?
We work together as partners, yes.
You must know the Bosch family well, then.
I help Cassandra, rather, Madame Bosch, if and when she needs me.
Monsieur referred to Madame Bosch as Cassandra before quickly retracting. Perhaps they are closer than he is willing to say. You witnessed the altercation between the Major and Monsieur Demir?
I did. But frankly, I have no time for childish school fights.
You are not aware of the circumstances that started it, then?
I heard something about a cigar. Only Felix would be petty enough to get riled up by something so menial.
A cigar?
Yes, Monsieur Demir had one of Felix's precious cigars. If you ask me, they won't be the real thing anyway.
Also, did Demir steal Felix's cigar? Because they don't like each other. I would not expect two children to act that way, let alone two supposed distinguished gentlemen.
Distinguished gentlemen? It was two alpha males going head to head. Master Gideon came out the victor.
Surely we have passed the days where shows of unnecessary brute strength impress anyone.
When it comes to the protection of a woman, we are far from it. Man will always return to their most primitive form.
Mademoiselle Angeline, the Major has no place to feel threatened. Monsieur Gideon is to become her husband.
Oh wow, I didn't even... Okay, and he has spent the last however many years supporting them, as he calls it, clutching on to whatever he can. I must have... I don't know, that was weird.
Merci for your time. It has been most intriguing.
Okay, let's see what information we've learned. So we have another link here. Major's cigar. Gideon had one of Major's. Why would he have one of them? Maybe this?
Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically.
I think that would make sense because they don't like each other. Differing statuses. The Major intended to warn Angeline. It's either going to be this one or the Major wanted to calm down.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Now, I don't know why they connect, but it'll tell me. Would the Major really start a physical fight over Gideon stealing a cigar? We need to talk to Zachariah again. Wow, there's two connections here. Okay, so Ernest fond of Cassandra. I'm thinking one of these, the layoffs result related to money issues, have to be with like the help.
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
Maybe the other way around?
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Nope. So that means it has to be something about Ernesto fond of Cassandra. And the major been around maybe since the Viscount?
Order and method. That is the way to solve the problem.
Okay, so now it's going to tell me which one. So both of the majors and this one here, the Ernest helped the family out. That's it.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
We would have eventually have gotten it, but it is what it is. There is only so much help you can receive before you are simply relying on someone. What do the family still need assistance with? Then we know this one goes together.
What a revelation!
It's clear the major is close to the family and has some connection to both Cassandra and Angeline. So we need to talk to Margot and Archibald. But the family still needs help. And maybe layoffs related to money issues.
Magnifique.
It appeared, for a moment at least, that the family had organized their financial situation. But that is not the case. Family struggling financially. Alrighty. We're learning a little bit more of what's going on here. Let me explore the library. Perhaps the happy couple's engagement has someone in a particular romantic mood. Looks like the happy couple are planning their honeymoon, but are undecided on their destination. So many countries and cultures to experience. I hope one day to see them all with my own eyes.
Aha.
I could spend every waking moment reading about the adventures of the characters within these books. There are enough mysteries in this house without being distracted by a fictional one. Alrighty, so we cleared up one side of the room. Oh, stuck between the lamp and the couch. It must be from the library. I wonder if the story would match the excitement of this weekend. Is there anything at the inn here? Nope. Go check out the fireplace. He usually has something to say about it. A roaring fire, I could stand and gaze in the flames for hours. He says that over and over every time. Okay, but we're gonna talk to these two guys and gals. Let me make sure there's nothing new.
Allow me to introduce myself. Hercule Poirot.
Hugo Beckers. A pleasure.
Yeah, now these two individuals that we're meeting have relatively easier names. Hugo and I think the other girl has like a very easy English name.
I hope I am not disturbing you. I often find myself at a loose end at parties such as these.
I've never been referred to as a loose end before, but it is always good to make a new acquaintance.
Perhaps we should start with pleasantries.
There is no better way to understand one's purpose in life. I stand up for the workers that cannot do it themselves.
So he must be talking about the workers that went on strike.
You work with a union?
Union leader, well, that is my formal title. But I see myself as more than just that. So much more. I am the face of the people. A voice in the void when there is none.
Very spirited. You have quite the way with words.
In my line of work, it is essential. Some fight with their fists, but I believe words are the ultimate weapon.
Is it the Demir or the Van and Bosch name that brings you here?
I have been working with Gideon for quite some time. We are doing great things together. Great things.
Okay. It's very important to note that he doesn't talk about the great things, he just says great things. That can be like a sign of lying.
I was not aware he was part of the Union.
Well, he's not exactly. But he is an ally in the battle we face. Without his support, our uphill struggle would surely be a climb. Hopefully my talks with De Silva will help him see the light.
I walked in upon your heated discussion, shall we say with Mademoiselle Conrad earlier?
I don't know what you think you heard, but it was a private matter and I appreciate if you kept it to yourself.
I can assure you, Monsieur Beckers, your conversation is exactly that. Yours.
Then maybe we should just leave it there.
Oh, he got very defensive. There was something more to that conversation. If there was nothing to hide, why are both parties so hesitant to elaborate? Perhaps now is not the time to press on it.
Merci. If I find myself at a loss again, I shall certainly return.
Okay. We did get some new information here. Where is Hugo? There he is. Clear up all of these. And now we can talk to the last one here, who is Jackie.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. You're not from around here, are you?
My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a friend of Mademoiselle, soon to be Madame, Angeline.
I see. Jacqueline Conrad. No doubt you've heard the name before.
I am rather embarrassed to say I have not, Madame.
No need for the madame. I'm not married. Just call me Jackie.
Oui, Jackie.
How is it you have come to be a guest here tonight?
Here's the thing. I'm one of those people you want to know, and not be on the wrong side of.
Perhaps it would be wise for me to remain on your good side.
It's the best place to be. You wouldn't believe what a couple of positive stories can do for a family name, or a career.
And that is what you have done for the Van den Bosch family?
A little help goes a long way, and from what I have seen, the ladies deserve some positive support.
You must have heard about the recent blackmailing then.
I heard, and it doesn't surprise me. There will always be someone trying to get something out of someone else. People are only out to help themselves.
That is a rather pessimistic way of thinking.
But it's the truth. And in my experience, more often than not, it's someone the victim knows, and knows pretty well.
You make me question those I consider friends.
And maybe you should. If you have something you don't want the world knowing, just keep it to yourself.
It may be the nature of her work, but she lacks any sense of compassion for those that may fall victims to such betrayal. She's probably done a lot of it too. When I entered, you were talking with a gentleman.
That's what we call eavesdropping.
Pardon. I didn't mean to pry.
And with respect, I don't think it's really any of your business.
That is certainly not what I was expecting. Mademoiselle Conrad is a force of her own. I shall have to play my cards right with her.
I must take my leave.
Yeah, so she's going to be another Cassandra. Wow, 2 connections with her, 2 conversations here. Okay, so she dismisses his argument, but Hugo resistant to elaborate.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
I should revisit this argument. Something does not feel right about their joint secrecy. Yet their argument seems significant, and the last one will be Jackie's blackmail theory. Will be this one, but what would this one connect to? Maybe this one?
Come, my little gray cells. We must think logically.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which one would connect to it. Let me see here. Who is close enough to the family to know their secrets? Then it would be the major is very close to the family.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
There is the chance the major is involved in the blackmail somehow. What is the extent of Felix's possible involvement? Alrighty. So we are filling up this whole little thing. See, nothing here, but we can clear out some of these exclamation points. And we'll end with kind of exploring this whole room. It looks quite valuable and delicate. I shall resist the temptation to inspect it any further. Now let's see what's on this book over here. Madam must have a great interest in religious saints to have such material on them. Also, someone might have been trying to find where that one saint was. I have often found myself thinking on the prospect of traveling, perhaps one day. Gazing at the stars is truly one of life's simple pleasures. And then we've seen this multiple times before. It looks quite valuable and delicate. I shall resist the temptation. And let's check out these bookcases. Suspense and tension, two ways authors keep the readers hooked to the character's story. If I had a love of my own to declare, I would surely take inspiration from them. And I think we got everything in here. So now, what do we need to do? We need to talk to Zach. And talk to everyone downstairs. Oh. For a minute I was like, oh, time to use those stairs, but no, that one's going up. Oh, don't get stuck now. Oh, the head butler is actually missing. He might be in the saloon. Or the salon, whatever they call it. Let me see here. Is he in here? He's not, but we'll talk to these people.
Fire away, detective.
It is a shame things escalated so much over just a cigar.
Gideon said they were the majors, but I didn't think he would miss just one.
Oh, so it's Zach who stole it.
Ah, it was you that took the cigar.
Me? Okay, detective, you twisted my arm. It was me. But I didn't even get a chance to smoke it. Gideon snatched it out of my hand. I'm sure he could afford to replace it.
And the major saw Monsieur Gideon holding the cigar, assuming he had taken it. It was all a misunderstanding, so why the following altercation?
Perhaps it is best I take my leave.
Yeah, the fight wasn't just about the cigarette, or the cigar. Alright, let's talk to Cassandra.
Let's make this quick, detective.
You do not seem surprised if Monsieur Demir's payment for the blackmail.
Why would I? He is to be Angeline's new husband and my new son-in-law. If he is taking that position seriously, he will do what he must to keep his new family happy.
And to you that means paying ransom money?
It means doing what he must to protect his wife and his family name.
I feel like this family is like bloodsuckers. Like they're like a parasite. They get attached to someone and they like suck them dry. And then when they have nothing else to give them, they like go to someone else. It has nothing to do with your own financial standing. I understand Monsieur de Silva has been of help.
I see you have still not learned any sense of tact or subtlety.
I see no reason to beat around the bush, madame.
Until you are pricked by a thorn.
And until that day, I shall continue with the method that best sells me. Now, Monsieur de Silva.
Yes, he has provided some financial support when it has been required. I assume that was the answer you were looking for.
Merci. An enchanting conversation, as always.
At least he finally gave us some like useful information. Okay, these up here. Let's talk to this lady.
I am all yours, detective.
Monsieur de Silva claimed he helped Madame van den Bosch when required.
He would say that. I mean, financially, yes. But what else does that man have to offer?
I cannot imagine Madame van den Bosch would be one to request financial help.
After Edwin, the Viscount, died, the family was left in a rather unfavorable position. She wasn't requesting, chérie. She was begging.
I see.
Let's just keep that between us. It's a rather sore subject for her.
It didn't take much for the Comtesse to reveal private matters of the Madame's business. I'm not so sure I would be willing to divulge any information to her. You mentioned the Madame's friendship with the Major?
You are quite inquisitive, aren't you?
I believe it is called small talk, no?
There is small talk, and there is prying.
I assure you that is not my intention.
Monsieur, please. I know a nosy gossip hound when I see one. We can smell our own. The Major isn't worth a minute of your time, though.
You are not a fan of his.
I'd hit him with my fan, monsieur. Any man that can treat a lady the way he does doesn't deserve to be in his position.
And what position is that, may I ask?
Lording over Cassandra like she's the help. He shouts at her like she's a stray cat that's wandered into the house. Madness.
It is something I never thought I would hear. Madame was ready to physically escort me out of the house when I arrived to investigate Mademoiselle's missing bracelet, and yet she allows the Major to get away with murder. There must be a reason as to why she would be so accepting of such behavior.
It has been a pleasure conversing. I look forward to our next tete-a-tete.
Alrighty. We do have a link here. Not that one. Talk to Ernesto. Where's the other? This one. The Major didn't treat Cassandra well. Maybe the Major's been around since... I mean, I don't know why these multiple connections.
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
See, maybe it is this one. No, it wouldn't be, because we would have saw it before.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
I cannot tell if Margot dislike for the Major comes from a genuine place or merely jealousy. And yeah, dislikes him. So now we need to talk to the head butler and Ernesto. That's it so far. So we have to go back upstairs. I think that's the only like little issue with this game is there's a lot of going back and forth. I'm assuming... Oh. Monsieur Sterling is talking on the phone, almost too loud to ignore.
Van den Bosch residence, how may I help you? Yes, of course. Please hold for one moment. Sir? Yes, a call for you. Shall I direct it straight through to you in the study now? Very good, sir.
Oh, well, we found the head butler.
What can I do for you?
The Major has made himself quite at home here.
Yes, he has been here for some time now. Lady Van den Bosch has been very good to let him stay so long.
Would you say he has become part of the family?
He's always been very vocal about how he stands the ladies in high regards, and so he should.
Interesting.
Merci. You have been most helpful.
He didn't give us a lot of information, but we do have a link. The Major views the family as high class. See, what one would it connect to, though?
Things are beginning to become clearer.
The Major may feel that associating with the Demir family may lower the Van den Bosch name. I wonder if this is the limit of his negativity. Possible status drop.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Getting lucky here. It is clear the Major does not see the Demir brothers in a good light. What does his thoughts towards them have to do with the couple's relationship? Major thinks the Demirs are bad for the family. Gideon looking forward to family fortune.
Order and
Damn.
method. That is the way to solve the problem.
Maybe it's these two.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Okay, what would it be then? It has to be this one. Maybe it's these two.
What a revelation!
The Major clearly doesn't want the wedding to go ahead. Monsieur Gideon's reasons for punching the Major was perhaps valid after learning the reason he is against the wedding. And we completed it. The Major disapproves of the wedding. And rightfully so if they are, in fact, trying to marry her for her money. You know, a lot of people get killed, and money tends to be the center object of that reason. But I think we're going to end the video by talking to Ernesto. And maybe getting another one of the little story parts done.
Is there something else you need?
You have done business with other guests at this party?
It seems someone has been asking around about me.
Only polite curiosity, I can assure you.
Well, you would be right. Although working with the Viscount caused me much less grief.
Grief, monsieur.
Let's just say we didn't always see eye to eye. And if neither side is prepared to back down, there is a problem.
There was obviously more to learn about the goings-on between Monsieur de Silva and the Major. It certainly does not sound like a positive business relationship.
Merci for your time. It has been most intriguing.
I thought it was only Madame Van den Bosch that was so concerned with her appearance to others. Perhaps the Major was of a similar mindset, although I am still not sure how he fits into the family dynamic. Finish this one as well. Perfect. Alrighty. What do we need to do now? Just investigate the blackmail. So probably talk to the head butler. So we're going to stop there today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links below. In the next one, we'll talk to Sterling and get further into the mystery.